So today we're getting into the evolution of Michael Myers to figure out what the crap is going on. Because, like, people in my Discord are saying he could beat Jason Voorhees and stuff like that because he's got powers now. Like, where the crap did he get powers? He was like a crazy dude who killed people in a Halloween mask and now he's got powers? Like, I don't even know, dude. I've seen the new movie twice. I haven't seen any powers, so I gotta watch this crap. Check out this amazing channel link down below for all the animated evolutions in the world. Leave a like, subscribe, and let's get into it. Okay, this one was made before the last movie, so it's a little confusing, but we got this. I believe in us. We gotta figure out where the crap the powers came from.
It seems the only thing that can defeat Michael Myers is a retcon. But just how have he and his looks evolved through the Halloween series? From the 1978 classic to the latest 2018 sequel reboot.
See, 2018 is the last one here.
Michael first appears as a murderous blonde boy wearing a clown costume. He's sent to a mental institution, and 15 years later he breaks out and dons the iconic spruce green jumpsuit and a Captain Kirk mask. Painted white with darkened hair.
Captain Kirk mask, that's funny.
Massacre.
We need to stop letting people out of insane asylums. It doesn't work out.
It is then shot multiple times and falls off a balcony. In Halloween 2, taking place within the same night, Michael Myers is somehow stockier. His mask is aged and now has reddish hair. He sets out to kill the surviving victim from the last film, who happens to be his sister. She shoots him in the eyes, and he's set on fire. Michael does not appear in Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, except briefly on a TV commercial. But that doesn't count, so on to the next film. In The Return of Michael Myers, Michael awakens from a coma covered in bandages. He's taller, bulkier, and finds a greasy blue jumpsuit and a new mask to wear.
How does he keep surviving?
And features a shocked expression with slicked orangish hair that briefly turns pink and blonde. After learning of his sister's death, he instead hunts his niece, but is shot and falls down a mine shaft. In The Revenge of Michael Myers, he is nursed back to health by a hermit. His mask is elongated, with hair that's grown out. Once again, he searches for his niece, but he's put in jail, and breaks out soon after. The Curse of Michael Myers features a more classic-looking
This bro goes through so much nonsense.
Slightly updated. In this film, it is insisted that Michael needs to kill his family because of a druid curse. He yet again hunts down his family members, but this time he's tranquilized to sleep. Ignoring the plots of the movies 3 through 6 and Halloween H2O, Michael is looking for his sister again. He switches between a variety of masks, settling on one with frizzier hair and eerily revealing eye holes. Once he meets up with his sister, she decapitates him for good.
How does he keep coming back to life?
It's revealed Michael faked his own death. His mask is similar to the original, but with the addition of very noticeable makeup. This time he manages to kill his sister, but later on is electrocuted and presumed dead. Or is he?
Oh my god.
But that doesn't matter, as the films were rebooted in 2007. In the reboot, Michael is again introduced as a murderous blonde boy.
I like that little bastard.
To be built like a hulking dump truck. He eventually dons a greasy jumpsuit and a near original but much dirtier mask. In the reboot sequel, the mask is falling apart, and Michael is now donning new hobo-esque attire. But this bum would succumb to a barrage of bullets. The latest sequel disregards every film but the original, and introduces an older, camera-shy Michael in all-white prison garb. Michael is put on a prison bus, but surprise!
What?
It crashes and he breaks out, steals a dark blue jumpsuit and his original, much more weathered mask. A slang or 10 later, he's taken down, and in a brief moment of unconsciousness, his new psychiatrist tries on the trademark Michael mask. But don't worry, Michael promptly comes to and nips that twist in the bud, moving on to go head-to-head with his now not sister.
Okay, that's that lady.
Trap him in her heavily guarded house and set it on fire, which, as we've seen before, is a super effective way to kill him. Does anyone else hear that breathing?
Is that what's just confusing? They keep rebooting it and he keeps magically coming back to life. It's really freaking difficult to keep up with the plot of these movies. I mean, I get it, he's like a killer or whatever. And now the newest movie, the one in the next video, basically introduces like supernatural powers. Okay, this is the new version after the new movie, which is even more confusing.
Myers just keeps on coming back, often worse for wear. But just how has the slasher changed over time? Let's find out now. ReAnimator.
Whoa!
Michael first appears as a murderous 6-year-old in a clown costume who gets tossed into a mental institution.
ReAnimator.
Later, he breaks out, donning his iconic greenish coveralls.
Bro is gorgeous.
Mask painted white, giving him big eye holes, and dyed brown hair that is partially shaved. He's also seen in a spooky ghost disguise. He goes on a Halloween rampage, but before he can finish off his last victim, from Laurie Strode, he's shot down. Taking place the same night, in Halloween 2, Michael is
This is funny back to back like this.
Are damaged, and his mask is aged with reddish hair. He sets out to finish off Laurie Strode, who happens to be his sister, but he gets shot in the eyes and exploded, clearly burning to a crisp.
Now he's exploded?
Follows Dr. Chalice and his way too young partner as they investigate an evil mask manufacturer and his fleet of androids, who plan to use witchcraft to melt kids' heads on Halloween.
Oh, what?
And Michael makes a brief cameo on a TV screen. In Halloween 4, a still-alive bandaged Michael awakens from a 10-year coma. He's larger and wears striped coveralls and a less defined mask that has an extended neck, shocked eyebrows, and slicked hair with added sideburns. It also sometimes has tinier eye holes and occasionally turns pink and blonde.
I'm so confused right now, man.
He sets his sights on her daughter, but is shot and falls down a mineshaft, with his evil spirit inhabiting his niece. But let's ignore that, because in Halloween 5, Michael is nursed back to health by a hermit.
That's so confusing!
And his mask is now oddly flared with an angrier expression, larger nose, and silky hair. He also goes incognito in a more brutish mask. He continues to hunt his niece, sharing a quick tear with her before being tossed in jail.
Why is he so bad at killing small people?
6 years later, in Curse, Michael wears sleek gray coveralls and a more ghoulish mask with large ears, dark lips, and messy hair. He also sometimes looks slimmer. It's revealed that Michael is controlled by a druid curse to exterminate his family, so he goes after his niece's baby but gets tranquilized and knocked out.
I guess curses is where you start to confuse me.
Instead immobilized by a circle of stones and then stealthily sneaks away. Ignoring the previous 4 films, in H2O, Michael goes on a road trip to find Laurie Strode. He gains height, lacks any burns, wears charcoal-colored coveralls, and multiple masks, including a Halloween 6 mask, a bloated mask,
Bro, who's writing this stuff?
Monstrosity, eventually settling on a mask with revealing eye holes and poofy hair. He goes head-to-head with his sister, but leaves, well, ahead. Although in Resurrection, it's revealed that Michael switched outfits with a paramedic. His new mask has more definition, noticeable makeup, and less frizzy hair. He finally manages to eliminate his sister.
Well, there you
and
go.
Gets entangled in a web show, although he's taken out with kung fu and exposed wiring. Or is he? But that doesn't matter because this chicken fried killer is abandoned.
Why don't we just watch this? I'm still confused.
Michael appears as a murderous 10-year-old in clown attire.
All right, we're almost there.
He dons the signature Michael mask, which has smaller features and thicker hair. Once locked up, he starts wearing paper-mache
That kid looks like a little serial killer. They got a good actor for it.
After breaking out, he finds a greasy brown jumpsuit and his now grungy mask. He even recreates the original's ghost look. He goes after his young sister, but is shot multiple times, ending his mayhem. But he's right as rain in the sequel. His mask deteriorates even more, and he incorporates hobo-inspired attire in his ensemble, pretty well ditching his mask. His younger self is also seen, but looks completely different. This time, Michael is led by his ghost mom to again attack his sister.
Come on!
This bum is shot down by the police. Ignoring all other follow-ups, in Halloween 2018, Michael is again taller, his coveralls are darker,
The
and his
story
mask is
changes so
boxier
freaking
with
much.
hair, no exposed flesh tones, and added aging. He's apparently been locked up for 40 years, but when getting transferred, he breaks free and goes on one of his usual sprees, until he's hit by a car, briefly getting knocked out.
I liked the 2018 one. I enjoyed it.
Trademark mask. But Michael awakens and nips that twist in the bud. He then faces his now not sister and her family, getting trapped in her burning house. Although in Halloween Kills, he's saved by some helpful firemen. Michael has heavy metal damage, bandaging around his hand, and a Two-Face style burn. He's also seen in a flashback with a DH 2018 mask and navy blue coveralls. This time, Michael takes on a mob of angry idiots, with each kill supposedly leveling up his evil powers. He then executes Laurie's daughter. In Halloween Ends, a sewer-dwelling Michael is covered in moss. His hand is no longer bandaged, and he's become extremely weak. He
With his evil powers?
his evil into a local outcast who takes on the Michael persona, but fails miserably. When the real Michael comes to retrieve his mask, he's taken down by the remaining Strodes, with the entire town then mulching his remains in a shredder, finishing the shape once and for all.
God, I hated the new movie.
Until the next reboot, at least.
This channel is incredible. It teaches you every detail of whatever you're looking into. But in this specific franchise, I'm even more confused. They need to pick a specific... No wonder those movies are a freaking disaster. There's no direction whatsoever. Absolute nonsense. Michael's great, but I definitely prefer Jason Voorhees. He's like my horror movie hero, you know what I'm saying? But check out this amazing channel, link down below for more of their magics. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.